Greetings, this is Father Michael with our word of the week. This week's word is Posadas. Posadas is traditionally a time of novena, especially for Mexican and Hispanic cultures, which reimagine that journey that Mary and Joseph take as they find that place to register in the days in which Mary is about to give birth. The word posada simply means inn or lodging, a dwelling place. And we know the story well, don't we? That when Mary and Joseph go to seek to register in Jerusalem, they have to find accommodations. They have to find lodging. And we know that although Joseph tries his best, that he inquires in every inn and it requires in any kind of open dwelling, he's rejected again and again. And here's what we don't often put together. We usually think that Joseph is kind of scanning, if you will, the relevant Airbnbs of the day, trying to find any kind of hotel or open lodging. But why are Mary and Joseph going to Jerusalem anyway? They're going precisely because that's where their ancestral line is. In other words, they're going there because they're part of the family that is part of Jerusalem and the King David's line. They go there not because they're summoned particularly to that place, but because their people, their family, their heritage is from that place. It would be like if someone who is immigrated from another country goes back to visit their people where they all are in order to celebrate, if you will, the holy days, the holidays, which makes it all the more disappointing, all of the more difficult that when Joseph goes and visits people who are probably long-lost cousins and relatives and others who know those relatives and acquaintances, he's rejected at every turn. These aren't total strangers that Joseph is seeking lodging with. These aren't people for whom they have no association. The prohibition to not stay in their house is cutting right into the heart of Joseph. And so he's rejected not by just anyone, but by those who should give him a room and an inn. In the Hispanic culture, this is demonstrated by going and knocking at various doors and asking, hey, is there room in the inn? And there's always the response, no, no room. We can't take you. Search down the street. Here, we'll give you another name that you can inquire at until you come to what? That last door where there's no room in the inn, but there's a stable, there's a manger, there's frankly a rocky outcropping in which there are some animals and there's a kind of food for those animals. And then we know this is where Jesus is ultimately born. In our life, there is a great metaphor then that we, especially we who are baptized, we who are Christian, we who celebrate the birth of Christ in this world, when Christ comes to be part of our lives, part of our families, part of our day-to-day experience, we almost are too familiar with Jesus to do what it takes to allow him to enter into our hearts. As perhaps we gather with family and friends, as this is a season to connect with others, let's open our hearts to connect with Christ. Let us make room for him in the inn of our heart. Let's not take him for granted or be over-familiar in a way which keeps us from allowing him to embrace us, to be present to us, to love us, and to love others through us. Posadas, may we be that dwelling place for the Lord come Christmas Day. Amen, amen. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Please like, subscribe, comment, interact with us together here at St. Dominic's. We want to continue to radiate the joy of the gospel in the heart of the city. Shine with the Lord's love. Amen. Amen.